Hello, my friends, and welcome back to the English Mastery Podcast. Today, I have a very special story for you, one that is true, inspiring, and filled with English learning opportunities. It's the story of a young man who started with almost no English, but through determination, daily practice, and small consistent steps, not only became fluent, but also became a doctor in a new country. Before we begin, if you enjoy learning English through real stories like this, make sure to like this episode, subscribe to the podcast, and tell us in the comments which country you're listening from. All right, let's begin.
When I first arrived in my new country, I felt like a small boat in a very large ocean. Everything around me was unfamiliar. The streets, the food, the weather, and of course, the language. I remember my very first day at the hospital. I was not a doctor yet. I was just a volunteer helping in the reception area. A patient walked in, smiled, and started talking to me in English. But I didn't understand a single word. I could only smile back. Inside, I felt embarrassed and a little bit hopeless. How could I ever work here if I couldn't even understand simple questions? That night, I went home and made a decision. If I wanted to survive here, if I wanted to become a doctor, I had to learn English. Not someday, not next year. Right now. I didn't have money for expensive classes, so I made my own study plan. Every day, I would spend 1 hour listening to English podcasts and repeating the sentences. Every night, I would write down 10 new words in a notebook and make a sentence with each one. It wasn't easy. Some days, I felt tired after work. Some days, I didn't want to study at all. But I remembered my dream, and I kept going.
Now let's pause the story for a quick shadowing session. I will say a sentence slowly, and you repeat after me. Ready? I made a decision to change my life. Every day, I practiced my English. I didn't give up even when it was difficult. My dream kept me motivated. Good. Let's continue.
After 6 months, something amazing happened. I started to understand conversations around me. Not everything, but enough to follow the main idea. One day, a nurse asked me to explain something to a patient. I spoke slowly, choosing my words carefully. The patient understood me and smiled. In that moment, I felt a small victory inside. From that day, I began speaking more, even if I made mistakes, because I learned something very important. Making mistakes is part of learning. Every mistake is a step forward.
Let's practice a few useful words from this part of the story. Repeat after me. Patient, nurse, conversation, mistake, victory. Now let's make sentences together. Repeat after me. The patient needs water. The nurse is very kind. I had a conversation with my friend. I learned from my mistakes. This was a small victory.
Years passed. I studied medicine in English. At first, it was very hard. Medical books are full of complex words. But I had trained my brain to keep learning, one step at a time. Finally, the day came when I passed my final exams. I was officially a doctor in a country where I once couldn't even ask for directions. On my first day as a doctor, I remember the moment years ago when I couldn't answer a simple question in English. Now, I was giving advice, comfort, and treatment, all in English.
Let's do one more round of shadowing to help you speak naturally and confidently. Repeat slowly after me. I can learn anything if I practice every day. I am not afraid of making mistakes. My dream is worth the effort. Every step brings me closer to my goal. I believe in myself. My friends, this story is not just about becoming a doctor. It's about believing that your goal is possible, even when it feels impossible. Whether your dream is to work abroad, travel, or simply speak English confidently, start today and keep going every day. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to keep moving forward. Thank you for listening to the English Mastery Podcast. Make sure to subscribe, share this episode with a friend, and tell us in the comments what your dream is. I'd love to hear it. Until next time, keep learning, keep practicing, and keep believing.